Hello guys, this is the 2022 Toyota 4Runner. In today's video I'm going to be taking it on a POV test drive. This one is finished in Blizzard Pearl, and this one is the limited trim. There is 8 trims you could choose from, and this limited trim actually looks very nice. And this one has the third row seating and the running boards, and overall this SUV looks really nice from the outside, but the inside does look a little bit dated. But overall it's a good looking SUV, and let's go ahead and take it on a POV test drive and see how this limited trim drives. Alright, so here's the interior of this 2022 Toyota 4Runner Limited. So the Limited is not the highest trim, but it is the one that is equipped with the nice fancy features. So if you guys want the off-road versions, they are more expensive than this Limited, but they don't offer as many features as this one. So the 3 trims are on top of this Limited trim: the TRD Off-Road, TRD Off-Road Premium, and the TRD Pro, of course. But if you guys want the nice fancy things, then definitely go with this limited trim, and it does look pretty nice from the outside. I really love the design of the rims, and overall you do get a good amount of features for the price. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this 4Runner on a drive and see how it does. Backup camera resolution is very bad. I'm not a big fan of it. 360 looks bad. Backup camera looks bad. There is a button to turn off and turn on the lines. There is 2 different basically views. There is the wide backup camera view, and then there is the backup camera with the 360. And yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this camera system. The camera resolution is bad, and the screen is too small, so seeing basically you can't really see anything. So let's go ahead and take this 4Runner on a drive and see how it does. It is finished in the tan interior, which looks very nice. The seats are nice and comfortable, and the interior looks alright, definitely on the older style, but a lot of people do like this old school or old style. So it does have an 8-inch screen. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is nice. Toyota system is not really my favorite. The graphics are very old. I really like the new Toyota system in the new Tundra. It's definitely much better than this one. This 4Runner has the JBL sound system, 15 speakers of JBL sound system. So the seating position in this 4Runner is very good. I could see everything around me, and driving this 4Runner is very easy. Windows are nice and big, and the back window is very nice and big. And overall there is a good amount of glass, and that equals to more sun inside the cabin, so it brightens up this 4Runner. And of course what's helping is this tan interior. With probably a black interior, this interior won't feel as spacious as this tan interior. But so far the drive is nice and smooth, very comfortable. And if you guys are curious, it does have a 5-speed transmission, and this is very old. Most of the companies are going with 8, 9, 10 speed automatic transmission, but this 4Runner is still using a 5-speed automatic transmission. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this 4Runner on the highway and see how it does, and I'll talk about the engine and this 5-speed automatic transmission. So as I said, the interior is nice and spacious. Seats are nice and comfortable. I really like this tan interior. By the way, those seats are ventilated and heated from this button right here. Not a big fan of the design of the heated seat controls, but again, this is a very old school and very dated style. And as I said, a lot of people might like this, but everything just feels very old. So I really can't wait to see the new 4Runner and see what Toyota will do, but I'm pretty sure it's going to look like the new Tundra from the inside. Let's go ahead and put this 4Runner in sport mode and hop on the highway. So acceleration is very good. I really like the sound of this 4.0 naturally aspirated V6. As I said, guys, it is connected to a 5-speed automatic transmission, and the gears are very long in this 4Runner, and it is a nice powerful 4.0. It does produce 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. So not too bad from this 4.0, but definitely this SUV feels heavy. Suspension setup is alright. I'm finding it a little bit stiff, but it's not too bad. If you guys are curious about the size of those trims, they are 245, 60, 20. So there's a decent amount of rubber, but I thought the ride quality would be a little bit better from this $53,000 SUV. On the highway, drives nice and smooth, very comfortable. As I said, windows are nice and big, and the side mirrors are nice and large. It does have blind spot monitoring system. It does have the nice safety features and things like emergency braking. But seriously, this thing is very quiet. The cabin is nice and quiet. I'm hearing a little bit of wind noise from the corner, but other than that, I think the wind noise is very good for an SUV that is very high off the ground. Again, guys, I really love the seating position of this 4Runner. Seriously, such a nice, comfortable SUV, but I really thought the suspension setup would be a little bit better in this 4Runner. So as I said, 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque are good numbers for this 4Runner, but definitely this SUV feels heavy. Transmission shifts down pretty quick. So let's go ahead and put this SUV in sport mode and then use the shifter to downshift. So downshifting is nice and quick, but upshifting is very slow. I'll go ahead and try the manual mode later on. But brakes are nice and confident, and the brake pedal has a really nice bite to it. So the brake pedal does not sink and it's not really hard, so it's just the perfect feeling. We're gonna go ahead and hop on the highway again and do another acceleration. It did not want to upshift for some reason, so even though I changed gears twice, it was stuck on one. It was still stuck on the third gear, so it did not let me upshift. So downshifting is all right, but upshifting is definitely slow. But I think that's completely fine. This is a very old transmission, and Toyota have been using this 5-speed automatic transmission for a really long time. But I'm really impressed with the way how this thing drives, because it is nice and comfortable, and acceleration is good, braking is good. The interior is alright, definitely outdated. The volume buttons, the climate controls, everything is oversized, and it does have an 8-inch screen. Vents look alright. So overall, this Tundra feels nice and solid, and that's expected from Toyota. And I think Toyota is the last company that is a true reliable company. I've been hearing a lot of complaints with Honda. A lot of people are complaining about the sensors going off, the computers going off, Christmas trees on the dashes, and yeah, been hearing a lot of complaints about Hondas. But yeah, if you truly need something that is very reliable, then definitely go with Toyota, because they're still very old school. They're still using very old technology, and if that's what you like, and if you really don't care about the tech, the way how the cars look like, then definitely go with Toyota. I love the fact that the seating position is nice and high. I really wish that the suspension was a tiny bit comfortable. So climate controls are very old, and there is one cup holder. There is really no place for me to put my phone. There's a little bit of storage place right here, a cup holder right here. You could actually drop the back window down, which is a very nice touch. This thing is nice and responsive, but this 5-speed automatic transmission is not really the smoothest, and probably a lot of people are not going to notice it. But if you compare it to other transmissions like 8, 9, 10 speed automatic transmissions, then definitely this feels not as smooth as the other transmissions. As I mentioned, it does have an 8-inch screen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The colors are not really the best. There's a volume knob and a tune knob, which is nice. The rear view mirror is nice and big, very thick bezels, which is alright. There is a glasses holder, nice and big, and a few buttons right here. SOS, the garage controls, hill descent, and a switch to open this sunroof. It is a nice size sunroof, by the way. As I mentioned, it does have the nice safety features. It does have lane keeping assist, emergency braking, blind spot monitoring system, and adaptive cruise control, but does not have steering assist. Mirror controls are right here on the dash. Automatic high beam, brightness control, a button to turn on the camera, and there is an outlet and heated windshield. Four automatic window switches. This is nice and soft, very comfortable, and a few controls for the phone controls, voice command, on volume controls on the steering wheel. And yeah, overall it is a nice SUV, but definitely behind, and I don't think it feels like a $53,000 SUV. So if you guys are curious about the fuel economy numbers, they are not the best. 16 in the city, 19 highway, and 17 combined. And I really wish that the MPGs were a little bit better. So steering wheel is wrapped in leather. There is one cup holder right here, one cup holder here, small storage place. There's another storage place right here. There's heated seats, cold seats, 112 volt and one USB. Decent size glove box. I really like this wood trim. This is hard, and it does feel very cheap. Not a big fan of that. This one has the 3-row, so it is part of an option. So you could basically option this limited trim with 3-row seating. Steering wheel is not direct at all. I'm moving it a lot, and the direction of the SUV is not really changing that much. It is nice and light, but not the lightest. And I really don't feel it. Yeah, I don't feel the steering wheel getting heavy when I put it in sport mode, and it doesn't become direct, so it feels the same. So a very nice, comfortable SUV, but does it really feel like 53,000? I don't think so. It does have memory seats right here, tiny bit of storage place. Door panel looks decent, nice and soft, as I said. Inside there is a good size storage place with coin holder and a 12 volt, but I really don't feel like this 4Runner is worth the 53,000. Definitely could feel the SUV leaning a lot when taking turns, but overall this thing feels nice and solid, and I really like it, but it just doesn't feel like a $53,000 SUV. So what do I think about this SUV? I really think that the 4Runner is a great SUV. Drives nice, comfortable, smooth. Even with an old transmission and an old engine, this thing still drives good, and it is a bulletproof SUV. So you could take it off-roading, you could do whatever you want to do with this SUV, you could tow with it, and I truly think it's such a great SUV. And I really think that the people that are going to enjoy and like this SUV are going to be the people that like old school stuff. If you're into old school technology and you don't care about like technology, and you just want something that is going to live forever, then definitely the 4Runner should be on your list, because this SUV is good, but I really don't feel like this SUV is worth 53,000. Sure, this is the limited trim, it has heated seats, cold seats, but I feel like it doesn't have enough technology for the price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this POV test drive of this 2022 Toyota 4Runner Limited. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Tim here at Wow Toyota in Wallingford, Connecticut. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe, because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.